Hi, I'm Joe Persh, Senior Pastor at Valley Fourth Church in Spokane Valley, Washington. I'm here with Bruce and Wendy, who are heading toward doing work in East Central Asia, who have worked with Moody Aviation and MAF. Glad to have you guys with me today.
Thank you, Joe.
It's a blessing to see you again and to find out more about what you've been doing and also to share what you're going to be doing with other people. Just on a personal note, how long have you been involved with us here at Valley Fourth, and what kind of work have you done?
We've been here at Valley Fourth since 2007 when we first moved out to Spokane, and we've had the privilege of being involved in children's activities, the Dare to Share and visitation, as well as the Stephen Ministry, and teaching in the life classes on.
Right. Yes, a lot of involvement there. Any other thoughts, Bruce?
I think for us, as we served with MAF in a tropical environment before moving here in February of 2007 to the Pacific Northwest, not only was that a change of environment for us, but the warmth that we felt from our family here at Valley Fourth was tremendous for us and our family. So many ways to be involved, including being involved in a team musically, and the different ways that Wendy has mentioned has been real special for us.
It's been special for us too. You know, I want to ask you next about MAF. Two questions. How did you get involved with something like MAF, and what kind of work have you done with MAF?
Well, for me, I think it began even as I was growing up as a kid. I was the son of an airline pilot, and so aviation was always a big thing for me. Was bit by that bug as a little kid, and it was really as I was in my high school years involved with a youth group, where I saw the ability to use that love and desire for aviation in a way that helps others. It was also in that youth group where Wendy and I met and started dating. And after going to Moody in Chicago for our college experience, Wendy and I were married January 1st of 88. And so that makes about 32 years that we've been married. And it was with our son Daniel as a 2-year-old that we went to language school in Costa Rica to learn Spanish after joining with MAF. And Rebecca was a 3-month-old when we went to our first assignment in Venezuela. And then Emily and Anna have both, they were both born in Venezuela. So we now have 4 kids in our 20s. And they are special to us, not just in the fact that they're our kids, but also the way that they have been involved in the works that we've been doing in other countries as well. I think the ability to interact with people long term in another culture and another language has been something special for Wendy and I. And we've been in 4 different countries, as well as the U.S., serving with MAF. In each of the places we've been, including especially here at Moody Aviation, we've been involved in teaching, mentoring, the idea of not just being out there doing the work, but being able to replicate ourselves and increase exponentially the ability to work through aviation. I see that as we talk about using the airplane as a tool in other countries, there are so many ways that can happen. The ability to be an air ambulance or a medical service platform, to be involved in disaster relief. Even at this time, MAF is involved in Central America with a few different countries that have been hard hit by hurricanes. The ability to bring food to those who don't have it, to famine-ravaged areas. The ability to supply a teacher out in the middle of the jungle teaching in a little mud hut. The ability to help people in a physical way, but also to to be able to live and show God's love to people in a tangible way. We can do that with the airplane. It's been really neat to be able to teach that here as well, especially at Moody Aviation.
It sounds like a great experience. Well, what's next for your family?
We're looking at getting ready to head to East Central Asia, and this is the first time we'll be leaving our kids behind, and so, but just excited about what we'll be able to do and the help that we'll be able to give where we're going. And right now, I'm working on teaching English as a foreign language certificate to be able to use there and build relationships, as well as helping out in a school setting there.
Great. Bruce, anything to add about what's ahead for the family?
Well, as we have served for these almost 27 years with MAF in English and Spanish-speaking countries, we are right now trying to learn another language, and when we get to where we're going, we'll start learning another language as well. And so there are some challenges. The mountains that I have flown in the past are going to be a quarter the size of the ones I'll encounter there. So it's a very mountainous country, and so there will be some challenges to the skill set that we have. But we're looking forward to seeing how God is going to work through us. It's exciting to be a part of a program where there are just a few of us that are assigned there, and I will be acting as sort of a chief pilot, instructor pilot. There'll be another pilot relatively new to MAF that will also be there with us next year, and so being able to even use the skills that God has developed, the abilities, the gifts that He's developed in us over these past years to move into this new situation is very exciting for us.
Well, those are a lot of challenges for us to remember you for and to pray for. Is there anything in closing that you want to add for us to pray for you and your family?
I think praying for our family, as I said, we have 4 in their 20s, and one of them is in another location working on a music education degree. But then 3 of our kids will be living in the house that we are currently in after we have left, and those 3 need to get along, and just lifting us up as we're now the ones that are heading out. We talk about reverse empty nesting, and with those challenges, I think that and the difficult language learning at this tender age, but those of you that know us, I've got a big mouth. I think language will work. Developing relationship will work. We're just excited to see how those doors are going to open, and the ability to develop relationships. That's exciting.
Well, we're excited for you. Thanks for being here, and thanks to you all for being with us to understand Bruce and Wendy's next step in their long journey. Thank you, and God bless.